Hello students, good morning. Welcome to the class of science. Students, today in the continuity of previous lecture, now we will start with the new topic, that is modern periodic table. After many struggles, many scientists gave their laws, we came to the final law, final table, that was modern periodic table, which is now valid today in these days also. Henry Moseley was a scientist who gave this law on the basis of atomic number. He changed the previous law of Mendeleev periodic table that was based on the atomic mass. But Moseley said that atomic number is the more fundamental property to classify the elements. So he gave the law that properties of elements are periodic function of their atomic number. Properties of elements are periodic function of their atomic number. He also suggested that atomic number is the more valid reason to explain the properties of the elements. As students, you know very well that what is atomic number? What is atomic number? Atomic number is equal to the number of protons, which get increasing as we move from one element to other, right? It is equal to the number of the protons. So this was more fundamental property to explain all the properties of the elements. As valence electrons in the shell, they tell us about the chemical bonding of the elements, right students? Now we will see that how many electrons can be adjusted in one shell. You must have known in the previous classes that in first shell, how many electrons can accommodate in each shell? We will do, there is a general formula 2n square, where n is the shell number. Suppose the electrons are to be adjusted in the first shell, then n is equal to 1, right? N is equal to 1. The formula will be 1 square, it is 2. So this is K shell, first shell is K shell. It means in K shell 2 electrons can be accommodated. And what about the second? In second, n is equal to 2. It is 2 to the square. 2 square is equal to 4. 4 into 2, 8. It means in second orbit or second shell, 8 electrons can be accommodated, and so on. Right students? Now next comes to about the modern periodic table. Right students? Today we are going to discuss this table's introduction. Right? Now in modern periodic table, as we have discussed earlier, that the base of classification is atomic number, that you must have to be keeping your mind. Now comes to the modern periodic table. It contains 18 vertical columns like this. 18 vertical columns which are known as groups. Group 1, group 2, group 3, group 4, like this. And 7 horizontal rows like this. These are the horizontal rows, right? These are known as periods. And these are known as the groups. Now what is the basic trend to classify these elements? Now students, we will see on what basis the elements are arranged in the groups and in the periods. We can take the example of the first group, in which there is hydrogen, sodium, lithium, potassium, and so on. Hydrogen's atomic number is 1. Sorry, here it is lithium, here it is sodium, it is 3, it is 11. If we see the electronic configuration of hydrogen, it is 1, That of lithium, it is 2 and 1. Sodium, it is 2, 8 and 1. Now students, in first group, as we go from up to down, all the elements have same number of electrons in their valence shell. Right students? In group 1, as we go from top to bottom, all the elements have same valence electrons in their outermost shell, same number of electrons. If we will go from left to right towards a group, the number of valence electrons will change because number of shells will remain the same. Here the number of shells are increasing, but as we go from left to right in the horizontal rows, the number of shells remains the same, but the number of valence electrons will go on increasing. Now, upon the basis of valence electrons, we can give the concept of chemical bonding. So, students, this modern periodic table was more appropriate to classify the elements and their chemical and physical properties. It also overcome all the limitations of the Mendel's periodic table. It was a short form of periodic table, and modern periodic table is known as the long form of the periodic table. It contains 118 elements which are divided into metal, non-metals and metalloids. This was all about the introduction of the modern periodic table. In the next lecture, we will discuss all the trends which are present in the modern periodic table. That's all for today. Thank you. Have a nice day. Take care.